This is Impact Health and Wellness, and we are excited to bring you guys this awesome month of focus on women and breast cancer, and maybe just cancer in general. We'll see how it goes through the month, but we're very passionate about what we do, and I just want to take a few minutes and just introduce ourselves. I'm Melody Timberlake, and I'm a mom of 3. And I was just a standard American mom who fed her kids standard American diet. I didn't know any better. I didn't know that, fruits and vegetables actually did make a difference in your life. And, it was a scary time a couple of years ago, 4 to be exactly. And we found a better way. And my kids have been super healthy. And, I'm just super blessed by this community and all the knowledge that we learn on our journey. So it's super exciting. Yeah. All right, Mom, you want to share yours?
Hey, I'm Carrie Cantrell, and this is October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and that's kind of, I don't want to say it's a passion of mine, but because I had it, not a fun thing to go through, but I am passionate about sharing with others my story about going through cancer and how I got through it day to day. And so that's kind of what we're going to do for this month. I'm going to, may go live or share some information or whatever throughout the days of this month. I never dreamt that I would have cancer. Who does, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who does?
Mm-hmm.
But it happened, and I considered myself a healthy person. I was not someone that was ever really sick. I think I've had pneumonia once. I get your flu, I get your colds and all that, but I was considered pretty healthy. And it's just, it just kind of blows you away when you get that news. And so this month I just want to share with people, and maybe I'm going to bring some information to you that might help you. So there's that.
Awesome. Well, hi, I'm Kerry Potter, and my background is nutrition. I went to college for nutrition and thought I understood what it was, but then when sickness struck our family and my daughter was a baby, she struggled with her lungs, and everything went to her lungs, and she ended up with asthma and was on 4 daily meds by the time she was 3. And I was like overwhelmed. I was like, this is not what healthy looks like, and I'm doing all the right things, I'm feeding her the right foods. So I was confused. And then when someone introduced how much fruits and vegetables we actually need, it changed her world. And within a year she was off of everything, and that was 8 years ago, and now she hasn't had another asthma attack, and she's been really healthy, and it just jump-started our health journey. And I saw better ways to do a lot of the things that I was doing that weren't bad ways, but there was just better ways, and we could take out processed things and add more fruits and vegetables. And my passion now is just how simple healthy actually is. It might not be always easy, and it's going to be a change, but whether it's breast cancer or diabetes or obesity or heart disease, everything is improved by good nutrition. And good nutrition is really just fruits and vegetables, as close to them coming from the ground as possible. So that's going to be a lot of what we bring to you, is how simple healthy is, and how you can fight cancer and how you can prevent cancer, because that's the biggest thing. Nobody wants to get it.
That's huge.
Yeah,
Prevention.
if you can keep it from coming, you're going to be in a much better place. So we'd love to hear your questions on our page if you have anything for us, and we're going to do lots of information this month about basically health, but focused specifically on breast cancer.
Yeah. Right.
Well, I'm Kylee Bills, and 100% of what everyone else has said, that nutrition is such a huge, important factor when it comes to our health. So my background is in healthcare. I've worked in some form or facet of healthcare for the past 20 years. And I always believed that health really was found in the hospital through IV drugs, any type of medication, tests, diagnostics, whatever it may be. I believed, and I was actually taught, that that is where health is found, and not until my own family had a health crisis, nothing major, but chronic ear infections for 4 years, did I take a look outside of the healthcare realm to find healing. And when I did take a peek, I really started to understand that what we put into our body and how we live our life actually dictates what our health is. So again, like everyone else has said, we're just going to really focus this month on cancer, just to talk about cancer and how our lifestyle can predict whether or not, you know, we're going to walk through cancer with grace and with health. Are we going to walk through cancer with, you know, more disease and more things plaguing you? So I'm excited to just partner with these 4 women and really just bring nutrition and passion about health to our mindset, because really a lot of people don't think about their health until they're struck with disease. And we have to change that. We have to start thinking about healthy mindsets, healthy lifestyles before we ever encounter a disease or an issue.
And I think it's fantastic. You know, one of the reasons why we decided to do this in the first place is because, you know, I honestly believe, just like television, social media, and Facebook is just such a great, you know, just avenue for us to share. And it can be something of a power, you know, it can be something that for somebody is exactly what they need to hear. And I find that all the time. I may listen to something 4 or 5 different times, and each time I pick up something new. So this is an awesome opportunity for you to tune in and just to embrace yourself, and, you know, just to give that time commitment to yourself, you know, just love on your journey throughout this month. And my big deal is just to kind of focus on bringing you experts, you know, who is already walking through this right now that can give you some wisdom. What are their alternative preventions that are out there? And we'll go live with them or do some video recordings so that you guys can have an avenue of just an awesome resource. That would be really cool. Just to share. And like Carrie said, if you have information or stories yourself, we want to hear from you. So feel free to jump in and share things that, you know, just speak to your heart, because this is all about just sharing and impacting the future generations. Because if we don't leave the legacy of health, then we can't expect our kids to do it either.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And just along the lines of what Kylee was saying, you don't have to just seek treatment in a hospital. There's so many amazing resources right now, and we're hoping that this month we'll just be able to bring you some of those and make you aware of them, so that if this is something you end up facing, you have places you can go and just educate yourself. You don't have to do the standard way, because just because it's common doesn't mean it's the best.
Right.
And give you hope, because I hear a lot of times from people who are walking through cancer that they don't have hope and they feel trapped and they don't know what to do, and it's scary. I mean, you know, Mom, because you've walked through it. When you get that diagnosis, you feel fear and you're paralyzed by it.
Exactly.
And I think if we can start having the conversations and people can start maybe even thinking about, what would I do if I were faced with that diagnosis before they ever walked through that? You know, I think you have the best outcome if you go into something having already prepared yourself. So,
and we love to respect everyone's time, so we may have heard a buzzer in the back. That's because we are timing, making sure that we respect your time and let you guys know that this is us, this is our heart, this is our passion, and we do this because we care. So thanks for tuning in to Impact Health and Wellness.
See you next week,
And we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.